And then we got put on this train, waved goodbye to my parents. I thought my parents hated me, probably.
Because they sent you
Yeah,
away from bombing?
Away. And I developed asthma, and the time I was away, I don't remember anything. Very little about it.
Because you were, what, 5?
5.
Just like that boy in Chronicles of Narnia. He was, what?
I don't know.
Peter?
But they found out that so many kids were damaged by the evacuation process that it was totally amazing.
Because they lost a lot of parents, too? They lost a lot of their homes, too? Or
Yeah, but my parents, after about 4 months, they went and fetched me back because they knew I was having a hard time. But I developed asthma and stuttering.
whom did they place you with?
But they line you up on a playground, and people from the local area come and pick who they want.
Really?
And I was the last one to be picked, with my sister, because there were 2 of us, you see. And but it was through that I had to come to understand that some of the problems in my life are due to the fact that I was thrown away as a child, as it were. But I think God used that because I hate to see any child that is suffering. So this is why I'm doing the work that I'm doing. So, you know, it was a bad experience. It was a wrong experience. And I suffered greatly, I think, as a result. I failed every exam I ever took at school. But God was able to use that in my adult life. So, but the things I had to understand, how the mind, if you've been traumatized so badly, it blanks it out because it's so painful. And I was helping a girl that lives around the corner. She's 14. She was taken into care at the age of 7 because she was looking after her mother and her 2 little brothers. And her mother was totally inadequate. The father was abusing the children. But she's blamed herself all those years for not being able to look after mum and the 2 little ones. So I told her my experience, and because she came to see me and Cynthia, and she came into the house. And I said, "How's it going, Mia?" And she said, "Oh, sort of all right." I said, "Well, that doesn't mean it is all right. What's the matter?" She sat there for about 3 minutes, not saying a thing. And eventually, I said, "Look, I want you to tell me what it is. Take a deep breath, and I'll say 1, 2, 3, and then tell me." And she said, "I'm a thief." And I actually knew that because her foster parents had told me she'd stolen £500, you see, which is like $1,000 US.
Well.
But she's so traumatized by her past that I think she was trying to create another crisis so that she'd forget the original one. You know what I mean? Like, some people are really damaged inside and they get drunk.
Mm-hmm.
The drink covers up the original problem. And
so you want to go hit the bottom?
Yeah. And so the drinking isn't good. And her stealing wasn't any good. And I said, "Have you been shoplifting?" She said, "Yeah." I said, "Do you know why you're doing it?" And she didn't. She wrote this amazing poem about how she thought she was a good Christian, but she does things she shouldn't do. And she said, "I don't even know why I'm doing it. And I wish I could tell someone, but I don't know who I could trust." And she wrote this out, gave one to me, one to her foster mother. But that was a big stepping stone, and she seems to be fine now. But yeah. So my experience, understanding what I went through, was I was able to help that girl, you see. And she wants to be a social worker. And I think she wants to be a social worker because it's her way of trying to find out what is wrong with her, you see, which is quite common, I think.